Hello everyone, this is Piano Lessons. My name is Ekaterina Afanasieva and this is piano lesson number 5, Music Notation. Today I will show you how music notes are notated or written on music staff. I will show you only white notes today. The music staff is a set of 5 horizontal lines and 4 spaces. 5 lines, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 4 spaces between the lines, 1, 2, 3, 4. The notes are written on the lines like that, and between the lines or in spaces. The same notes written on the line or in the space can be read differently depending on what clef there is, like that. 2 different clefs. And these are different notes. They're not the same. They're different, although I write them in the same place. So the clef is usually written at the beginning of each staff, right here. There are several clefs exist in music, but I will show you just 2, which are the most common ones for reading piano music. The treble clef, or the G clef, because the base of the symbol sits on the line or circles it, where G is located. So this is the G, this circles that line, the G. And the bass clef, or F clef, because F is located just between these 2 dots, where that symbol starts on F. Usually the music is written the following way: 2 sets of 5 horizontal lines, 1 and 2, called grand staff, where the top 5 horizontal lines has treble clef that shows notes starting in the middle octave, the middle of the keyboard, and all the way to the high notes on the keyboard, all the way to the right, and played with right hand usually. The bass clef has notes written also starting somewhere at the beginning of the middle octave and down to the lowest note of the keyboard, or to your left. Let me show you the notes in treble clef first. The middle C, or it's called a C4 because it's the 4th octave that starts here, and it is the 4th C if you count from the beginning of the keyboard on your left. So the middle C is written on the additional line just below the first bottom line. The next note, a D, is written right under the first line. Next, an E is written on the first line, the bottom line. In the first space we have an F. On the second line we have a G. In the second space there is an A. On the third line there is a B. And C is located in the 3rd space. Then there is another D, which is written on the 4th line. An E is in the 4th space, and an F is on the top, 5th line here. The next G sits just on the top line here, and there, if you continue with next note after, it will be an additional line and the note either on the line, below it, or above. The C major chord in treble clef looks like that. The notes are played together and written one above another. Here is your F major chord, and there is a G major chord. And here I will play Twinkle Twinkle Little Star for you, and you look on the display. Now with notes written in the bass clef. The middle C is also written here on the additional line, but this time it is not below the staff but above. So in bass clef and in treble clef the same note is written this way. So treble clef, 5 lines below, additional line. Bass clef, C above on the additional line. A B below middle C is written on the top line. An A is written on the top, 5th line, then goes G in the 4th space, then F on the 4th line, then E in the 3rd space, a D is on the 3rd line, a C in the 2nd space, then goes another B in the 2nd line, an A in the 1st space, a G is on the 1st line, then goes F under the 1st line, and then after that all the notes will be written on the additional lines or below the lines or above the lines. Now I will play for you C major chord in bass clef, an F major chord FAC, G major chord GBD, or the GBD chord right here where we played it together with the melody. And now I will play for you Twinkle Twinkle Little Star with melody in right hand and the chords in left hand. So the melody will be in treble clef here and the chords will be in the bass clef. Very good. Try to remember all the notes as soon as you can and start identifying them by looking at music books. This completes our 5th lesson. Thank you very much for your time with me today. Next time we will talk about a value of music notes. I hope to see you here again. Goodbye.